Chat, we have been going about this all wrong. Fuck! What is going on, guys? Matt here, back with another video. It is episode 3, week 3 update of the Debt to Driven series. If you guys haven't checked out the last episode, we talked about my car and how I spent some money for my car. But if you guys seen that little intro there, yeah, we've been going about this debt all wrong. We're gonna get into it a little bit later. I'm gonna show you guys where I got this information, what we're about to do. We're going to be remaking a whole new chart in this video, so it's going to be a little bit longer of a video. We're going to go over literally everything to make sure we have it all down. We're going to try it out and see where it takes us. It is currently August 1st. Happy August, guys. We're another month down in 2025 somehow. So what that means to me is tomorrow I pay one of my credit cards. We're going to get into it. I said I was going to put money to it. We'll get into it a little bit later when we get to a chart. But if you guys have been liking these videos, leave a like, subscribe, and let's get right into this. Alright guys, we're over here on Reddit. I know some of you guys might not think this is a very reliable source, but there's actually a really good amount of people here with debt advice. They do a weekly subscription that's completely free. It just goes to your email that gives you tips on debt and different situations. We're just going to look at this. So I made this post last night. It got 6.7k views and 22 comments. We're going to go through some of them because I think some of them were actually like really helpful. So in the last video I asked if you guys thought that the, spending some money on my car was good or bad. Well, a lot of people are saying it's all right. This person, you need to put aside a couple $100 a month for repairs, emergencies. That is what it is. I want to find the other comment that said something about the car. I can't find it. But other comments here is, we had this one. If your credit is good, you can transfer debt to a new card at 0%. That would be nice, but I don't have a way to do that. Like, I'm not getting another card. I'm not doing it. This person kind of broke it down a little bit. It was like I made like $2,400 a month. I gave it on the safe side of money in this just to try to get somewhat of an idea. This one, he wants me to go the highest interest rate debt first, which kind of does sound better because I am paying a lot of money for that card. Again, a lot of these are just pay the highest interest first, pay the highest interest first. Right here is what I was kind of talking about in the first episode, is you have the debt snowball, the debt avalanche. Those are like the two most common terms if you know anything, even the smallest bit about debt. This seems to be the first thing you learn. I think though, right now this is what I'm doing. I'm doing this debt snowball, pays off debt from smallest balance to largest, focusing on motivation through quick wins, but usually cost more in interest. You see, it's like quick wins, but not quick, because we're week 3 in, and I feel like I haven't really got to pay much off. I paid that one card off in the first episode, and now I have another card with money on it. So being able to see my card that I've had the most amount of money on, which has cost me the most in interest, if I could see that go down, that's going to be more motivation, I feel, than any of this. Right here, this guy was talking about what my first goal is, paying off debt of, like, here he has take the payment, add it to the payment of the next week. That's kind of what I was doing and what I'm going to do. Right here he goes, take it from me, I'm 33 with 2 kids making around $1,000 to $1,500 a week, and my bills are roughly $3,900 a month. Do it now while you're young and have the wiggle room. That is our goal. We're hoping to get this gone. And honestly, guys, if you guys are kind of doing what I'm doing and you're trying to get out of debt, you don't know much about finance, anything, you don't know about the tips, you don't know if maybe bankruptcy might be more up your alley, this debt advice is probably the best way to go around it. Obviously, look at the rules, look at everything. Make sure that your post is gonna not get deleted. I find that pretty common on these, especially if you don't use Reddit much. But they allowed my post through. All these people have been really great. I hope at some point they come to the YouTube channel and see how well it's been going. I'm probably going to update most of them. I add some messages right here. These are probably not smart decisions to make by letting them pay anything. I'm not going to. But right here, kind of helps. It says, hey, I read your post. You're doing the best you can with what you've got. I do appreciate that. And holding onto the car is the only thing that makes sense right now. I'm glad that was a right decision, because I honestly didn't know. I didn't know if I should be just letting it sit. I didn't know if that was the way to go. So with that being said, we're going to go over to the chart. We are going to make a new chart, and I'm going to show you guys how we are going to start paying this debt. So right here, you guys can see I have the debt of what we were doing. We're going to start breaking this down and how exactly we're going to pay it. With that being said, we're starting with the Discover card. So we're just going to put pay breakdown. We're making a new bracket here. So we have Discover. We are going to be paying the $71 on it. That's the minimum, but by the way, we owe $2,000. Let me get an actual update just to see if it changed. So no, this hasn't changed. So $2,133.93 is our total. This is the one I found that had the most amount of interest on it. I was paying, I think it was around $48 a month in interest. So if I'm only paying $71 a month, and then way more than half, almost all of it's coming back, I'm getting nothing done. So we need to get rid of this. Actually, it's $69 a month. My bad. Which makes it even almost basically 100% of my month is just going to interest. So what I want to do is, you know how we paid off the platinum card? We are going to take that and put it on here. So the $25 we are going to add to here, and that's going to help just get it down a little bit. We pay this on the 21st. After that, I never got to see what my other interest is, so let's take a look at that, shall we? Which I think, as of right now, in the last one I was talking about that double cash card that I just put money on. I never got a monthly on it. I finally did, so we will update that. I'm going to just try to see the interest on both of them. So I owe $41 is my minimum payment on the double cash, which that's a newer card, so I don't believe there's interest on it yet. So let's just start paying the Quicksilver, which I pay monthly $32 on. And we're going to keep that the same now, which that comes out on the 2nd, so that comes out tomorrow, which is fine. I owe $929.80, and like I said, we pay that on the 2nd. After that, so basically, to get rid of all the debt, I wanted to take care of my credit cards first, because then that gives us so much room to work with. That's 3 monthly payments that we eliminate. It's $69, the $32, and the $41 we will be eliminating, which I'm just gonna dump into my car, basically. Either dumping it into my car or getting rid of the PRA, but like I told you guys before, the PRA I don't know if I really care about paying off faster, because there's no interest on it. It's not on my credit score, so we might just leave it out, because it is a big bill, $209.50, but honestly, maybe paying my car off would be a little bit better for me. So this one, we have $41 a month. And guys, just if you guys missed it, the double cash is basically the parts for my car. So that is the only reason we used it. That is the only reason why we would have ever used it. Any purchase I put on a credit card in this series is literally going to be for my car. I promise you guys. Like I said, I just put it on. So we'll see. But I promise I will not be using this card for anything but car parts if I have to. I do have to save up money. I found a parts car for my car. I was talking about the rust is a big issue. There's giant holes where it's just rotting out. There's a parts car for $800. I'm supposed to go pick it up Wednesday. It kind of upsets me I gotta spend $800, but if I don't, this car is not even gonna last, so buying a motor for it really wouldn't have been worth it if the car rots away in a year. I guarantee it gets one winter if. So we kind of do have to spend the 800, or spending the 964.17 was kind of useless, if that makes any sense. Let's see, this is going out on the 23rd of every month. Okay, and that is all my credit cards. That is all my credit cards. So after all that's done, let's just get a total here of credit card monthly. So 41 and 32. So there's 73 in those two cards. Let's get a calculator, shall we? Get an actual number here. And I'm going to add the 69 and the 25 like that is my monthly, just because I want to pay it every month. I want to pay that 25 on it. 167. So total on cards, we have 167. So now my car payment is going to run us, I don't think that changed. I don't think that's ever going to change. 450.14. So let's get my insurance on there. Actually, I don't know if we're gonna add our insurance. Let's just see what we got here. So the monthly and bills of, like, debt wise, I don't want to put all the other stuff I have to pay. So we got 450.14 plus 167. We got 617.14 with just our bills of debt wise that are gonna go down for our debt. So I guess now we can add our insurance. That did change last time we looked. It went down, which was very, very nice. $282.99. I'm going to actually make sure that's still correct. We need to go on we're on a strict budget plan here. Okay, so it was $282.99. This month's payment is going to be $276.99, but I'm going to leave it at the $282.99 for now. Let's see what else. So last was the PRA, which again, guys, doesn't exactly matter. PRA, that price will never change, $209.50. I owe $200, but it's a $9.50 fee on card, and they're terrible to talk to. This comes out on the 13th. So a grand total on that, we have moved down. We owe $3,073.31. Let's go. Let me put the total here, the car too. Ally is who finances my car. They aren't bad. I actually really do like them. I've had to only talk to them a few times on the phone, and yeah, they've been pretty nice. I've made my payments every single time on everything. I've never been late for a payment, so you guys know I'm 100% on everything. Outstanding balance. Okay, no, so that has not changed. $15,184.97. This PRA is due on the 27th. Here's what we got for a breakdown. Now let's get a full monthly list here. So we had the 167 from the cards, plus the 450.14 on the card, plus 282.99, plus 209.50. So we had it at 1,070.63 cents. Now we are at, with that double cash card, $1,109.63. And a grand total of debt. I don't know if that bottom one was exactly accurate. I just want to make sure we have the right numbers here. 929.80, 964.17, 15,184.97 cents. And we'll add the $3,073.31. That leaves us a total of $22,286.18. Yikes. So you guys already know the rules if you want, or not even the rules, but you guys seen the last two videos. We're going to leave the numbers down below from last week to this week. So right here, grand total of debt, $22,286.18. Bank account, let's check it. We got to do some math here because I got some cash to add in. Bank account, we are looking at $1,122.09. That'll be down below compared to last week. And the credit score. Our credit score update is my credit score is a 670. Let's go. It changed. Perfect. So there we go. We got the numbers down below, and we have a new chart here. We are eliminating this chart. Gone. So right here, new chart. we're going to be starting at the Discover. There we go. Shout out to Reddit. Reddit was helpful. That debt form, very, very helpful. Starting at the Discover now, we are going to try something new, see if we get something done. Like I said, tomorrow, $32 is coming out of the Quicksilver. We are no longer putting that $25 towards it because we're going to try to get rid of some of this debt of the interest. That has been week 3 update. I will see you guys in the next one, and I really do appreciate all the support you guys have given me on the last 2 episodes. If you guys have not seen those 2 episodes, go check them out because we are going to be making moves. I am not a millionaire. I'm not selling you anything. This is raw, me just trying to pay my debt off. I'm being honest with you guys. I have no tricks up my sleeve, and thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys.